Enter the chicken.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another edition of the HeiHei tournament round robin phase, as we are in round 4 and we are about to see the second match of round 4. Hey, Where's My Cards, the Sapphire Emerald discard deck, versus Tuk Tuk Goose, the Ruby Amber Speedway deck. So far, these two decks are at the very bottom of the bracket, and it's about time to see which of these losers is better than the other. Let's go. Very interesting to see how this is going to go. We're going to be starting off with Hey, Where's My Cards? And that is a start. I will tell you that much. We do have the Shift Clarabelle line, so that is interesting to me. It's actually not that bad. I think the worst thing here is that we have the Mother Gothel that comes a little bit too late. So maybe we get rid of a Gothel for something better. She's back anyway. Okay, never mind. That is it. Mother Gothel's going to go away. And we start off with a Clarabelle. Simple and easy. This we have a 1-drop Clarabelle. We can always shift onto the big one when we hit 5. So that's not the be all and end all. Turn 1 Taffeta on the side of Tuk Tuk Goose. As we go into another... oh no. Another Mother Gothel. She also has to go into the inkwell. It's way too soon. None of the ramping options this early, but we do have a chicken! The not so clucky chicken. Or tricky chicken in this case. Setting up the plays. He's going to be a perfect counter to Taffeta. Unless Taffeta shifts. That is the shift Taffeta. The 3-3 request for 1. Setting up some board pressure as well. Being a 3-3 is quite scary. Can't really deal with that until turn 4. Could even deal with it with Mother Knows Best, but here is Muses. Interesting. Very interesting here. Do we Grandma Tala or do we You're Welcome in this case? Because we don't really want to use Mother Knows Best yet, because we want to take advantage of Muses as much as we can, but we can also risk it. And what is life if not a giant risk? Oh, do we? We might have to Ink Tala, and I think that's going to be my best option. But I think we are absolutely fine in using Mother Knows Best. Because it does stop our opponent from being able to quest and have board presence. We will then be able to legitimately quest for 2 lore and gain an advantage. That's nice and easy early on. A little bit of control goes a long way. And then next turn we can play out the Muses. Turn afterwards go into Clarabelle. It will only help us out. Taffeta Mutton Fudge. Shift into Taffeta again, so we've wasted our opponent's entire turn. Tuk Tuk Goose back to where it started. Another Clarabelle. That's a perfect ink target. Then we'll be able to play Muses. Now that Muses are out ready to go, we will pass, we will not quest, we will not do anything. And we will simply wait and see what happens. Inking go the distance. As they play out the underworld. Setting up the locations. Questing for 1. Is Taffeta going to then move to Underworld and gain another 2? No, a second Underworld comes out, so that is 2 ink next turn. Showing signs of dominance. That is the Neverland prankster Peter Pan. Came in clutch last time, but may have come out a little bit too soon this time. However, we do have plays here. We do have plays that we can do. So what's going to happen is we are actually going to sing You're Welcome with the Muses. You're Welcome will first trigger, and that'll actually bring back our not so tricky chicken to then draw 2 cards. Then we can return a character with 2 or less. We will actually return our own Clarabelle, which is a little bit crappy. Might not have thought this plan through. But we can set up an interesting board state now. We can actually do... Gonna have to ink something, and I think we ink the Clarabelle we just bump back into our hands because of a misplay. And maybe just play You're Welcome again. But then there's no real... Yet again, we can bump back the locations. There is a point. We can bump the locations. I say it's worth it. We have muses. We can control this somewhat. And we can actually hit Taffeta. Shuffle Taffeta back, draw 2. There's actually no point. Bit of a misplay there, but we did have a little bit of control. At least. At least it's a little bit of control. Locations going into the inkwell. Our opponent plays out a chicken. There's a boat snack. And plays out Tuk Tuk, moves boat snack into the underworld. But luckily, not being able to take advantage of the big attack ploys. Draws into visions of the future. We're okay. This is not terrible. Because we are on our road to Peter Pan and Clarabelle. We are going to ink vision. So we can then play out Genie for some immediate control. We're going to bump back the chicken. And then I don't think we do anything. Because Tuk Tuk Scary as a 2-3. Could quest with muses. Absolutely. But I don't think we do. We wait it out a little bit and we see how it goes. The one thing I've learned about Hey, Where's My Cards? It's a very slow, methodical deck. We can take our time. We can let our opponent gain the lore they want. Because as soon as we drop that Peter Pan, we're in a very good stead. And I don't think we play our Peter Pan just yet, because we need to kind of control the board a little bit more with these characters out. There's Heffalumps and Woozles. Okay. We have a way to do it. A very good way to do it. This is interesting. So, we want to shut down, I think, Fixie Felix to make this all work out. So let's try this. Let's sing Heffalumps and Woozles with the muses. So then this will make it so that Fixie Felix can't quest. Then we can return a character. We'll return the boat snack. Now we have access to how far I'll go. Interesting. Kind of tempted to just play or sing how far I'll go. And you know what? We're actually going to sing a Genie. We're in no rush to gain lore. We're still in absolutely fine state and we can control the board even more. So, which one do we put in? Into our hand? I think we want Sail. I think we can benefit from Sail. And I say we do. Sail into the hand. Muses, bounce back, Tuk Tuk. Very good. Then, what do we do here? We have a chance to ink. We are actually going to ink the Sail so that then we can play our Clarabelle. And the reason why we play Clarabelle is so that we can get all the cards back into our hands. So we draw 3. And look at the cards we draw. If Muses goes now, we can replay Muses. Ideal. As well as that, we still have Peter Pan in hand to help with some control. And we even have Mother Gothel to bounce one of their things back as well. But it's character specific, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Fixie Felix. Going to bop the muses for quite a bit of damage. But that's okay. It's okay. We have a muses in our hand. It will be okay. Here we go. We get the chicken in our hand. And I don't think the chicken is going to be viable to us just yet. We need to control the board a little bit more. So I think the plan here is we need a little bit of, maybe even a little bit more ink just to make sure we have it at the ready. Let's go Sail. And draw for 1, we get Go-Go. Which is actually quite nice. So what we will do here, we'll actually ink our beloved HeiHei boy. We will play out the Mother Gothel. And make them bounce the thing back. It's going to be the Tuk Tuk, of course it is. Now we can ink muses if we want. But I think inking muses is a very bad idea. We need to start bopping these locations, and we need to start bopping them hard. That is 6, 7, 8. We'll have 5, 6, 7, 8. We can get rid of the locations, and I think that's what we'll do. Clarabelle and Genie working together to bop these locations out of the picture. There goes one underworld. And we wait it out for the other. We get to draw more cards off of Clarabelle. We get 3 more. Perfect. And we got Bent to Our Will. Bent to My Will next turn. so we could discard our opponent's entire hand. Screw them over big time. Or pray we could screw them over big. There's Tuk again. Fix it. Going for the quest for 14. And do they have anything else? Another Fix It Felix Jr. for more card draw. This is absolutely fine. It's not a problem. It's all good. Another chicken. It's still fine. Nothing to worry about. It is all okay. Because now we've got a bit of a trippy turn to play with. But hear me out. This is what we're going to do. We're going to ink the child. We're going to play out Muses. And with that in mind, we can't do Bend to Our Will yet because of a Muses play. But I think I needed to get Muses out for the sake of controlling the board a little bit. So what we're going to be doing here, we are even going to play Go-Go. So then Go-Go gets its effect off. We'll pay for 2 ink. We'll hit Fix It Felix and get 2 lore, bumping us up a little bit more. We'll then sing Let It Go with... Who would we be best doing that with, I wonder? I think we're best with Mother Gothel out of those lot, because then we can bop the last location with Clarabelle and Genie. Let's do that. Mother Gothel, singing a song. Let It Go. Who do we need in the Inkwell more? Tuk, because Tuk's a very deadly boy. Then we will return to their hand for chicken, and we will use this moment to take advantage of the fact that we can bop a location by bopping that underworld out of existence, trying to keep control and flow of the game. Regardless of what we do, next turn, we must play the Peter Pan. As much as we have Bent to My Will, we must play Peter Pan next turn to make sure that our opponent cannot gain the passive lore to win the game. That's just facts. We do have a song, and we can pray that we can pull into other songs to make things work. Taffeta comes out as well, we do lose a lore. And you're going to go up to, what, 15, 16, 17? If you pull everything off. Okay. Scary, but in fairness, we have proven that Hey Where's My Cards can come back from scarier positions. We are going to be okay. Gets another chicken. Okay, let's work this out. First things first, we're going to see how much of a board we can control with singing Mother Knows Best. And we're probably going to sing that with the Muses just because. So Mother Knows Best comes out. We'll be able to bounce back to our opponent's hand one of the readied characters. And I think we are going to hit the Boat Snack Chicken. This then allows us to hit Taffeta, bring Taffeta back into the hand. Great move. With that in mind, we have to play, regardless of how we do this, for Peter Pan. Because Peter Pan needs to control things. With that in mind, we now need to get rid of the rest of the characters on that side of the board. And here's how we do it. We're going to start off Mother Gothel, Bop, Fix It Felix Jr., the big one. Then, Clarabelle, bop the second Fix It Felix right there. Then Genie, bop the third one, get him out. Excellent. And last but not least, we will then bop 2 damage into the underworld, just so it's a little bit more damaged. And then next turn we can take full advantage of Bend to My Will, but we're not done yet. We're going to ink a not-so-tricky chicken and play out Grandma Tala so we can draw a card. And that card is another Muses. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. No effect off of Clarabelle because we are matching in hand size. Scary. Big gamble. And we are relying on being able to take out these locations now, which is the next big threat. But we should be able to do it. There's Taffeta again. We're losing lore again, but it's going to be okay, and there's another Taffeta. Okay. We will be able to manage this. This is not a problem. It may look scary, but we will be okay. Opponent on 17, we're on 1. Clarabelle in hand. Only tackles items, so you know what, Clarabelle, you're going to go away first, dear. Now, before we play Bend to Our Will, don't really have any songs to control the board. There's no point playing Bend to My Will at all because there's nothing we can even do. So we're just going to play out our characters. We get the second Muses and we get the second HeiHei Bumble Rooster. So we've got all that ready. With that in mind, we then Grandma Tala and we start swinging like absolute crazy sauce. Bash into the underworld. We then deal 4 damage, probably to Pride Lands, just to be able to smack that quite hard. Then we want to do 4 damage to Pride Lands again, get that out of the way. We then want to deal 5 damage to, let me see, which one's the scariest one out of a lot. This underworld that's weaker. Brilliant. Want to then tackle that underworld. Brilliant. So that's at least stopping all of that from happening. Then we can just quest. I feel like we just quest with the other guys. They only have 1 attack on all of them, maximum 2. They cannot gain lore due to the effects of Peter Pan unless they challenge somewhat first. And even then, they can only get to what? 18, 19. We're good. We are absolutely good. Here we go. There's the 18. On to Taffeta. There is Sugar Rush Speedway. Oh my lord. They're gonna try and go for it. Actually gonna try and go for it. Gets rid of our Mother Gothel. We have been here before. This is not over for Hey, Where's My Cards? We have been here before. There's a vision. Just play out the vision. See what we can get from our deck. That'll be very handy. Mother Knows Best would be good. Mother Knows Best would be good. I think that is actually our ideal play for what we can do here. We're fine with the rest. We will sing. Will we? I think we will, because then we can deny the activation of Muses, because we don't need to trigger Muses. This is what we do. We sing Mother Knows Best with the one character we're not really too keen on doing that with. It's probably going to be one of the Muses again. In fairness. Mother Knows Best. Hit the chicken. We're not going to trigger... We're going to pass on both of these triggers, because they are Yumeis, so we don't need to do them. And then we're going to say screw it, and we're just going to bend to my will to get rid of a chicken. It's expensive for just a single discard, but now we are both top decking. And with that in mind, we can now deal with these 2 locations on board, so we are all good to go. So we're going to deal damage to the finishing line to get rid of that first, so we need 6, 7, that's go-go. Then we need to deal 5 damage to the other one, that will be Peter Pan and probably Tala, so we can quest for a little bit this time round. There we go. The locations are gone, the hand is gone. Our opponent does have plenty of ink to play with, but guess what? We have a lot of characters. We can quest for quite a considerable amount. It's going to be okay. Hey, Where's My Cards could make a serious comeback here, and there's Tuk Tuk. We're fine. We are absolutely fine. Especially if we have a chicken that can tackle a Tuk Tuk. Let's go. Keep playing out our characters. We're absolutely fine. We're just going to keep questing with absolutely everybody. Set up our threats. And just keep building up. Because in the end, our opponents will not be able to gather lore of any kind as long as Peter Pan stays exerted. That pesky Peter Pan is actually saving our bacon yet again. We have now climbed all the way back to 19 lore. It's now or never for Tuk Tuk Goose, or else they will lose to Hey, Where's My Cards. There's Neverland. There's a bop into Go-Go. Go-Go's gone, but you gotta go for it. And luckily, with all that being done, that is it. Peter Pan will do the cheeky quest. Hey, Where's My Cards does it again. Manages to come back from the absolute dregs to win a game. And this is only game 1 of 2. Crazy to think what's going to happen in the next one. Let's see you in the second game. This game's going to be a little bit kooky and crazy now, but Hey, Where's My Cards has the dominant victory so far. Now we're on to Tuk Tuk Goose, and that is an interesting hand. I don't think I like it. I like the Tuk Tuks, but I don't like the fact we only have Pride Lands as a location. So we're going to gamble. We're going to get rid of a Tuk Tuk, go the distance. And maybe the mini as well, because we don't need mini right away when we don't have any locations in hand. Much better. Much, much better. We're going to start by inking Fix-It Felix Jr. He's too big for us. And we're going to start off with... Do we do Neverland or Boat Snack? I think we actually do Neverland. Set up the location threats and get our passive law gain now. Because the more cards we can play, the more we... benefit from our opponent not being able to reliably play Bend to My Will, which is a very good move on our part. We're going to ink 1 chicken. We are then going to play out on turn 2 another chicken, which is going to be the Accidental Explorer, so now we can have a little bit of control over the law game. Back over to Where's My Cards. There goes Mother Gothel. Turn 2 Sail. Bit of ramp. Are you going to ink to 3? You are. You're going to ink for Big Clarabelle. Interesting. Back over to our turn, we get a passive from Neverland. Okay, turn number 3, we get into Taffeta. Very good. Probably going to ink the other chicken, because we're doing okay at the moment. And we're not going to play out... Well, we could play out Vanellope. That we could, and then move Vanellope next turn. Because there's no point going Taffeta just yet. I think we're fine to do that, so let's do it. Vanellope Von Schweetz coming out. Quest with the chicken. We won't be able to move Vanellope into Neverland. We can do that beginning of next turn. And that means Vanellope is online. If we get starting line, that'll be brilliant. We can only hope. There's Huffalumps and Woozles, no questing. For Vanellope Von Schweetz, that is okay. And another Heffalump and Woozles. On the chicken, no questing for us whatsoever. Control of the board in favour of Hey, Where's My Cards, but at least we still have more people out than they are and can get the passive law off of Neverland and set things up. That's not a problem. We've got another Tuk Tuk. I don't want to necessarily ink the Tuk Tuk, and they don't have any law, so we'll ink the Taffeta. And we'll actually play out the Pride Lands, just so we have that as a location, and I will move Vanellope into Neverland. We can't quest, that's not a problem. At least we get +1 law and a plus card draw next turn. There's Tipo. Setting up more ramp and a chicken. Okay, Tipo and a chicken. Here we go. Our passive law gains are pretty good. We're going to get 3 passive law this term. There's 5. There's 6. And there's Vanellope for the 7. And we get our 2 cards. We get another Pride Lands and a Minnie Mouse Pirate Lookout. Not bad. Not bad. At this moment in time, I'm actually okay inking one of the Tuk Tuks to then play out another Pride Lands. And we don't necessarily need to quest with anybody. We can just keep people upright. And our opponent doesn't even have any law yet. We are in a good situation. We can't even get rid of Neverland at this point. So we are in a very, very good stint with all of our passive law gains. 7-1. Genie bounces back the Accidental Explorer. Not a problem. That is actually not a problem. Could benefit us because we kind of needed the ink. It would have been better hitting Vanellope. So here we go. We go to 8. We go to 9. We go to 10. We go to 11 this turn because of Vanellope. And be able to draw 2 cards. And there's another Vanellope. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, because Genie's out and they do have destructive capability, we might actually be best going for Fix-It Felix. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to ink for HeiHei. And we're going to play out Fix-It Felix Jr. So now all of our locations are really big. All of our locations are really darn strong. Neverland 6. Pride Lands are 10. Oh, and Gothel just knocks back Fix-It. Youch. Youch, youch, youch. Not a problem, but youch. Not going to swing of a locations foe. They're probably building up their own lore totals at this moment in time just so they can be a little bit more happy to swing into the locations. Interesting regardless, we are going to get 4 lore again. All these passive lore gains. Very, very good for us. Not so good for them. Activate again, go to 15, draw our cards. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now we're actually able to do some trippy things. We can actually ink a Fixer Felix to then play a Fixer Felix. Then we're going to challenge Vanellope probably into the chicken because it is a 2-2 and we want to get rid of their high damage numbers. Tackle the chicken, get rid of the chicken. But then, wait, there's more. We play Go the Distance to then ready Vanellope and draw a card. Excellent, we get another Pride Lands. This is fantastic. And we don't even challenge the rest of this turn. We'll leave Vanellope where she is. Next turn... Oh, there's Mother Knows Best. Hits Fixer Felix, okay. You have to start bopping locations. Surely. You have to start bopping locations. If you don't, I will win the game. Quest to 8. Quest to 10. Is it going to be questing to 11 with Tipo? Yes, it is. Okay. We actually have nothing to worry about. So we go to 16, 17, 18, 19 this term. Which is fantastic. We will get an extra card draw again off of Vanellope von Schweetz. Look at that. That's incredible. You know what? I don't even worry about Fixer Felix at this point, or even Tuk Tuk. I'm actually going to ink Tuk Tuk. And we're actually just going to set up this crazy board idea that I've just seen. Play out Underworld. Play out Pride Lands. And last but not least, play out another Vanellope. Just in case our character gets knocked by another Gothel or Mother Knows Best. And you know what? We didn't even need to do that. We could just quest the game. Wow. Tuk Tuk Goose beats Hey, Where's My Cards? Interesting games. It's going to all come down to game number 3 to see who will win in this matchup. I'm going to flip a coin, see which deck I end up playing with, and we're off to the races. I'll see you in game 3. Here we go, game 3. It all comes down to this. The 2 losers of the bracket so far. Hey, Where's My Cards? But I'm now playing versus Tuk Tuk Go. This is going to be trippy. Do we want a mully? We've got a mully hard. We do have Bend to My Will in hand, but not the best hand to really base our turns around it. We have our turn 2 plays, don't really have any turn 1s. I'm willing to even do a full mully apart from Bend to My Will. I'm willing to even do that. And I think I need to. We're going to go hard. Mulligan a lot. That actually hurts us. That is painful to go through. Big youch. This could end up being the worst hand that Hey, Where's My Cards has ever had. Starting with Sugar Rush Speedway over on Tuk Tuk Go. Great first turn for them. We get the chicken. But we're going to have to ink a Gothel. We're going to have to do Sail. And we're going to have to ramp. Do get a genie. Okay, cool. We're going to have to ink our beloved chicken boy. Moving on to the next one. Next turn, if we're struggling, we can do How Far I'll Go to ramp even more. There's Underworld. Okay. Starting off a bit slow so we have time. We have time to set things up. There's Heffalumps and Woozles. Do we ink Heffalumps or do we ink Mother Gothel? I think we ink Heffalumps and keep a Gothel in case we can get that high. We play How Far I'll Go. We'll be... Oh wow, it doesn't even matter. We'll take a Let It Go. We'll ink a Let It Go. And pass turn. Next turn we can Mother Gothel or Genie. And I think Genie only targets characters. Yes. Genie only targets characters, as does Mother Gothel, but that is a Tuk Tuk. Tuk Tuk can be hit and taken back into the deck. Back into the hand, sorry, not the deck. It's, you're welcome. That takes them back to the deck. Interesting. Very interesting. I think we actually ink Let It Go, because we don't want to help our opponent with ink whatsoever, especially at this stage when they're only on 3. With that in mind, we have 6. We have 6. And we're going to play out Genie. And with Genie, we're going to bop their Tuk-Tuk back. Brilliant. Depending on how we go, next turn we might actually be best just playing Bend to My Will and screwing their hand over. There's another Sugar Rush Speedway. And the Tuk-Tuk again. 3 cards in hand. Are we able to bounce any more back? Maybe we're more beneficial bouncing more back before doing what I want to do. That, however, is a Clarabelle. It might be more beneficial to Inka You're Welcome and get out. No point doing Clarabelle's effect. Get out big Clarabelle to be able to draw more cards and just simply quest with Genie. So that now we can do some catch-up work. Tuk-Tuk is scary because he does have evasive, but guess what? We get to draw an additional card. Now we have Muses. Okay. Okay. Things are starting to come up Millhouse. Interesting. A first way. Oh no. Not even a single finishing line in sight. What are those 2 other cards he's got in hand? Oh, Pirate Lookout. Okay. Okay. Alright. I think we're going to be okay. We have control options with Muses and Gothel. This is not a problem. That is how far I'll go. Which is actually pretty cool. So I think what we do here, Muses only hits those that are, what, 2 attack or less? Yep. So I think what we do here, we play out Muses, we sing Let It Go, probably on Clarabelle, and then Let It Go comes out. We'll hit Minnie Mouse Pirate Lookout so that your chance to get the locations back are just gone, and we will hit Tuk-Tuk back to the hand. Brilliant. I don't think we need to worry about inking this turn because we want to keep Gothel in hand to keep control of the board. And I think what we do again, we just quest for 2. We're not too worried about the locations because there's only 1 that gives them passive law so far. We are okay. We don't get any more cards. It is okay. 5-4. What a close game this is so far. Tuk-Tuk keeps coming out. And there's another Underworld. Okay. Now we have reasons to tackle into these bigger locations. We get a Visions of the Future, which I'm going to use. And cough while I'm at it. Kind of want an inkable card. As much as I love having Genie. Actually, Genie's quite good. Genie's very good. I will actually take the Genie. And we'll be okay with all that down there. Because now we can ink Gothel. We can play Genie. Genie then bounces Tuk-Tuk back to the hand again. And we have some big plays. So what we're going to do here is we're going to whack Clarabelle into the Underworld. We're going to whack Muses into the Underworld. So that the Underworld is gone. Then we're going to quest with Genie for 2. So now we are in lead with Law and controlling the board, and we get to draw an additional card. Great. This is great. It's slow, it's methodical, but it's great. There's Jimmy Jim Jim. No more locations in hand, but Jim is a thing. We need to be careful about bad Jimmit. We get another Clarabelle. Not too keen on her, so we're going to probably ink her straight away. Then, to help us out, we might actually Bend to My Will. Because there's 2 cards in hand we can do without. That's tempting. It's very tempting. And I am willing to do it. I think we go about and do it, because Jim doesn't have evasive. Yeah, I think we do it. Screw it. Bend to My Will. We hit those 2 cards in hand. Go the distance and Tuk-Tuk. Fantastic. And then I think what we do, we take both of our Genies and we tackle down the other Underworld. Because the genies are evasive, they can tackle it, they can take it down, and we can just simply not quest. If Jim quests, we can take Jim out with Clarabelle, and we'll be fine. Again, we are not here to rush. Hey, Where's My Cards is slow, methodical, and a step-by-step process. There's Vanellope. The fact that there are 3 locations out makes me worried. We do need to hit the location that Vanellope sits at, wherever Vanellope goes. We'll bear that in mind. Right, Vanellope's gone to the first speedway, we can easily take that out. Not a problem. Jim's moved to the other one, that's okay. Without him, oh, there we go. You're welcome. Brilliant. Now, You're Welcome could help us out, but it's better if we just sing it and get rid of M. So we're going to sing that with Muses, and we're going to hit their Jim. Hit the Jimmy, shuffle back in the deck, draw 2 cards. Then Muses will trigger, and we'll get rid of Vanellope so you do not benefit off of Vanellope. Beautiful. Then to help us, we'll just play our chicken. We'll just absolutely play our chicken, empty our hand, and we can draw 3 cards at the end of the turn. Beautiful. We will bop the Sugar Rush Speedway with Clarabelle, just so it gets 1 out of the way. We're not worried about the others until Vanellope comes back out. So in the meantime, we're going to build up the rest of our lore. We'll go to 10 with the 2 genies. This is intense. It requires a lot of thinking and a lot of planning, but look at what we're doing. We're controlling the board. We've now got Peter Pan. We can shut down any of their location and questy plays. This is beautiful. With Peter Pan, we basically have the game in the palm of our hands. This is a thing of beauty. Vanellope's back out. We have Sail the Azurite Sea. There's finish line. Okay. We need to get rid of the starting lines now, so the finishing line cannot proc. Unless... No, you won't be able to. You will not be able to this turn. Right. We need to start playing seriously. We have Visions of the Future. I think we need a little bit of luck on our side. Sail the Azurite Sea. Can we draw into something good? Draw into a chicken. That is okay. I think we're okay to ink that chicken and sit at 10 ink. 10 ink is fine. At that rate, do we then Vision of the Future? I think we do. I think we do. Let's do Vision of the Future. We can get Gothel. We can get Heffalump and Woozles. Let's actually go for Heffalumps and Woozles, because now we can do some cheeky stuff. Now we can actually sing Heffalumps and Woozles with our Muses. Heffalumps and Woozles will stop HeiHei from being able to quest and do support. We then activate Muses to bounce back Vanellope, so they won't benefit off of Vanellope at all. Brilliant play. We then drew into our second Clarabelle, which is cracked, but what we'll do, we'll ink the chicken to then be able to play Peter Pan, and now they need to tackle into Peter Pan or any of our other guys in order to start gaining lore of any kind. We have now set up the board in our favour. With this in mind, this Sugar Rush Speedway needs to go. All the speedways need to go now. We're not too worried about Fix-It Felix. We are more worried about the speedways, so we need to get them out of the way. Get that starting line done with a combination of Chicken and Genie. And you know what? We might actually get rid of Fix-It Felix with our Genie, just to control the characters. So now we have a Chicken that can't even quest, that can't support the other characters, and we're good. And we draw an extra card because of Clarabelle. Done. Beautiful. BEA, beautiful. We also have another How Far I'll Go, so we have another song for Muses. This is great. We're controlling the board at our pace. Tackle 1 damage. Chicken's gone. Their support chicken is gone. We do have finishing line we do need to get rid of, and we also have another Bend to My Will. Oh my god, okay. Here we go. We're going to sing How Far I'll Go with the Muses. We will then have a look. We'll get a card from it. Mother Knows Best. Done. Give us Mother Knows Best. We'll return a character with 2 strength, and that will be Taffeta. And we'll hold on to Mother Knows Best. But yet again, we could... No, we're actually good playing it. We're actually good to play it. We're going to play Mother Knows Best. We're going to hit Fix It Felix. We're going to pass on Muse's ability. And then we're going to play Bend to My Will to make them discard all 3 of those cards. Taffeta, Vanellope, and Felix. We're back in control. Beautiful. Absolutely back in control. 5, 6, 7. Perfect. We'll be able to get rid of the finishing line Speedway. So that's out of the way. And now it is all down to Hey, Where's My Cards doing the clutchest comeback yet again. This level of control is unprecedented, and it's winning the game. It's absolutely saving this deck from being trashed here. This is incredible. Can't even play that card they got. I wonder what it is. And now we just quest. Now we just quest. I think that's actually it. That's 1789. That's it. Didn't even need to do too much brain work there. Hey, Where's My Cards beats Tuk Tuk Goose. Wow. Crazy couple of games yet again. Do not sleep on Hey, Where's My Cards. This could be the new Dark Horse. I thought Rainbow Chicken was the Dark Horse. Maybe it was this all along. But we're going to add up the scores to the bracket. This is crazy. And I cannot wait to see where the next round of competition goes. If you don't want to miss out on what's going to happen next in the tournament, be sure to subscribe for more crazy Lorcana HeiHei based action. Whoa, this is mental. I'll be seeing you on the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay awesome, most importantly, stay explosive. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Whoa, mental.